Hello, it's Melissa. I decided that I was going to go ahead and record a premiere and put it up today. I don't know how I missed this. Apparently, we have a tropical storm out there, Nicole, and we got tropical storm warnings this morning. Every time I get on camera, my nose itches. So I was like, okay, no big deal. We're not really going to get the effects of it until like Thursday. But hubby was just on a conference call with work, and they all have super high internet speeds and big time computers, and everybody was cutting out and having problems. A lot of them are based out of Palm Beach, but even the guy who's in Iowa or Idaho or wherever he's at was having internet issues. So I'm thinking that the tropical storm is affecting things. And rather than do three lives like I did last Monday trying to get through, I figured I'd go ahead and record, and that way you guys could see it. And then I'll put it up as a premiere and I can be in chat with you. So, that all said, let's go over what's gone on this week. Or since what we were together Thursday. I did a mail haul over the weekend. I got some really pretty fabric from Patty G, and I'm loving it. I showed it off in the mail haul. You can go look at that mail haul. Team replay for the win. But there is a frosty panel for a book that I'm anxious to get my hands into. However, if you guys have seen my shorts videos this week, you know that I am still in the middle of this 600 hourglass blocks. We made these last week on the live, and I've done this and these. Trying to show you. I've gotten a bunch of them done. That's probably maybe 200 of what I need to do. And then I have all of these that I still need to put together as hourglasses. So I'm working on that. And I created myself a little ironing station. I have a pile over here. I covered my wool mat with a couple of fat quarters and made a sleeve for it. Apparently, you guys can't see it there. Apparently, I am allergic to the wool because it's leaving an itchy spot on my hand that's breaking out. And then my arm, because I rest my arm on it whenever I'm not ironing. So I covered it up with a couple of fat quarters and put my silicone pad inside there. It'll slip on and off so that I don't have to leave it on there permanently. But I needed to do something, and it makes it nice to be able to film for shorts and shorter videos for you guys. So it's a win-win. And I've been doing some drawing, some Mr. Happy stuff. Still loving my little sketch pad. And my pencil sharpener has come in really handy. I used it a couple times to sharpen my pencil, which is nice. I got a couple of things in the mail. This is carbon paper. You know how hard carbon paper is to find. And the reason I wanted the carbon paper is because I'm still working out of this. Let me make sure I show you guys the title here. A Beginner's Guide to Patchwork, Applique, and Quilting. Now, the copyright date on this is 1974. So there are a whole lot of techniques in here that involve all hand sewing, making your own cardboard templates and stuff. And I may go more into detail on that in a video. But the reason I needed the carbon paper is these. I want to trace these onto some cardboard, and these are templates for an iris. Sylvia sent me one a while back, and a couple of different things. One of my granddaughter's middle name is Iris, and I haven't made her quilt yet, so I would like to make her quilt using those templates. So I want to be able to use the carbon paper to trace the template onto cardboard so I can cut those out. And we will, of course, do that on camera for you. This is what I've got left. from my Farm Girl vintage stuff. All those pieces that I had cut for the background and then lost the bag. I have all of that left, and I thought, well, that's going in the scrap bin, but all Lori Holt fabric goes in one particular place together. So now that I'm down to, I think they're 4.5 by 4 at this point for these little pieces. Excuse me. These are 4.5 by 4. So I'm thinking I want to use those in some other projects that I have going. I'm working on a quilt or the truck quilt from Farm Girl Vintage, and I still forgot to bring the book in here to show you guys. I'll put that picture up maybe on the community tab. I keep forgetting I have that so I can show you guys pictures. And let's see, what else have I got on my desk that I'm working on? That's the big things. I've got my heat and bond here so that when I start working on the iris, I can use that as the flip side, because I'm going to trace the cardboard templates out right side up and then flip them over onto the heat and bond to get what I need for that block. That may only be, I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I may put 5 or 6 blocks in there of irises with different colors and then put a solid color in between. What I really want to do, what I'm really anxious to do, is I want to get into my embroidery machine. I'm wanting to try some edge-to-edge quilting using my embroidery machine. And the reason I want to do that is because I have those panels from Patty G, and I would like to see how that comes out. So I want to do it like on an experimental piece. And then I've got a Designs by Juju pattern that has Christmas presents and gingerbread men and all of that in there. And I thought that that would be so cute on that gingerbread man Christmas panel. And then I also found in my stash of files for the Designs by Juju stuff, a snowman and a snowflake. So I'm thinking maybe the book, I might quilt those pages with a snowman or a snowflake when I make the book for the kids. So I'm kind of wanting to go play in there. And let's see, what else? Oh, Colleen made 400. Yay, Colleen. If we haven't put her link in yet, let's put it in there. Sylvia's knocking on 300. I'm over 1100. Yay, go us. And we're all working really hard to get to reach our goals. I'm watching everybody else out there working and growing and doing their thing, and I'm like, you go guys. That's great. Oh, I did get more fabric. I knew that there was something else I wanted to show you. So there's a red, and that's a true red. They said it's orange, but that's red. Sorry. It's a red with a big polka dot. And then I have, that's kind of a baby teal blue. It's a really light teal blue with white polka dots on it. Hopefully that's coming through for you guys. And then I got, and I don't even know if there is a way to show you guys the pattern in that. Maybe you can see it in the dark part there. It's got little hexagons on it. It kind of look like the diamond, like a cathedral window shape for the block. And I wanted that particular item because it's white on white, but I want to use it in a specific block that I've got coming up. So there's all of that. I'm also drawing quilt blocks for the applique quilt that I want to do as a project. Trying to figure out how to share them with you guys. I think I can share them in Google Docs, but I have to figure out the way to share them so you guys get them free and so they're not so you can't distort them. You know what I mean? Because I want a specific size of block. I'm thinking 6 by 6 because that's easy to put on an 8 by 8 block if you wanted to put that in a quilt. Um, so I'm working technical details. The technical stuff is what kills me. It's not the creative ideas. It's coming up with how do I give this to you as a technical idea that you can do yourself if you want to do it. Not everybody's going to want to draw or create everything that I make, and I'm good with that. But I would still like to make it available to you. So if you decide that you want to make the same quilt that I made with your own scraps, you can do that. So that's something that's coming up pretty soon. I'm hoping to at least start uploading it by the beginning of January. Um, I may have it done sooner than that, but I'm kind of thinking Thanksgiving's coming right up, then Christmas. Nobody has time for sew along or anything crazy. January, when we can all take a breather after the holidays, I think it'll work out way better for us. And oh, you guys see my fancy dancy shirt today? Proof that I worked at Amazon because I have a Prime Day shirt. And I don't know what they did because when this thing came in, I was choking to death. So I was like, I have scissors. I can fix that. I need to take this into my serger and serge these little flaps right here. And then it'll look a little bit neater because right now it looks like I took a pair of scissors and cut the neckline, which is what I did, but I kind of like it to look a little better. But the one great thing about it is this shirt fits me in the arms and shoulders. I mean, it's a little big. I got the biggest size shirt they had. Um, but it fits comfortably. It's not like cutting off my arms or any of that. This may actually be a shirt that I shrink, believe it or not. Usually I'm adding space to my shirts, but every once in a while I get one that's just a little off on the sides because this is like, I don't know, upper thigh length. It's tunic length. Um, anyway, it's a comfortable shirt. I sleep in it sometimes. It has been washed since I slept in it. I wouldn't do that to you guys. And the other thing I'm doing, Colleen has been working on organizing her sewing space, and I have too. I don't know if it's the time of year, what the motivation is, but or maybe it's just groupthink. We all start thinking about the same things at the same time of year. I'm starting to think maybe everybody's conditioned to it because I know come like February or March, I'm going to want to clean my house from top to bottom, inside out. I know that that's spring cleaning, and I don't know if we do it because winter's over and it's a natural cycle, or if it's um, something we've been trained to do by the media. So I'm kind of trying to figure that out, but we're making progress on the house itself. And I've got some things that I want to move around in here in my sewing room. And I'm reworking, as you guys already know, my desk area. So there's a couple of changes coming there. Trying to get it to where I don't have to move my ironing board over in front of the camera. So if you guys have suggestions for that, I really like Tiffany's big ironing board that she has over in a corner, but I don't have space for that. So I'm trying to figure out how do I do this. And some days it's really hard for me to walk. So having something that I have to walk to another room or another space to do is a little tough for me. So now that I'm done rambling and wobbling all over the place, and I know I just talked super fast. The other thing that I'm working on is, let me get this over here. It's all dusty because I pulled it out of my sewing room. When it's winter time, I like to do this, and I don't know if anybody else does paint by number, but this is all but done. And I started it last year in December. So all that paint on there is very well dry. Um, but I would like to get it finished, and I'm down to the little stuff, filling in the little dots that I missed and making sure that all of the whites are covered so that you can't see the numbers. And I'm thinking about doing that. I think it would be something soothing to film, um, kind of not necessarily ASMR, but just something soothing with some soft music over it. Anybody interested in seeing that? Let me know in the comments or in the chat since this is going up as a premiere. But I have this one and I have one that's in the same series that I want to start. If you guys aren't interested in watching it, that's fine. I may still go ahead and film it. I do have another like small channel that I'm thinking about maybe posting stuff like this on. Some of you like the painting stuff, some of you don't. I do a little bit of everything. So I'm thinking maybe I'll put it over there and just let it sit there as calming and peaceful stuff. Anyway, all right. So I'm working on 600 quilt blocks for a quilt. I have got chicken salad quilt. I still need the quilt. That's on my list. And I want to play with the embroidery machine this week if I can to try to see how edge to edge quilting would work for me because I definitely want to get started on those Christmas tree skirts. I mean, it's already November 7th, right? We want to, I want to get those done so that I can either use them or gift them ASAP. And I definitely want to get the Frosty the Snowman book done because I think my grandkids would love it. And let's see. So let me make sure I say this. I want to shout out to all my mods, to Tracy Albert, to Colleen, to Sylvia, to Lori Miller, and to Sherlock So's Lori Miller. She has appointed herself as an unofficial mod. Oh, and Kim. I cannot forget Kim, the queen of troll hunters. I haven't talked to her in a few days. I know that she was recovering at home and she was happy to be home. Hopefully, Kim, you're doing very well. I'm still praying for you. But I wanted to, like I said, shout out to my mods, say thank you guys very much for all you do. And let's see, I think that's everything. I hope you guys have a great week. I hope, see you on Thursday. That's the day that we're supposed to get the worst effects from the tropical storm, but that doesn't mean that that's when we'll actually get them. Obviously, internet issues are happening already because of, I don't know, maybe the barometric pressure or something. I don't understand all that jazz. Um, but everybody be safe. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye for now.